Hi, my name's Sarah Borda. I'm a myofascial therapist here in Chester, New Jersey, and I'm here with Betsy Olson, one
Hello.
of my clients, and she's here to share her story with you. And so I'm going to start off by asking you what medical conditions were present for you before you came to me.
Prior to coming to Sarah, I had had a stroke 8 months prior to meeting her, and I had been in a very stressful situation with my dad almost passing away and being on prednisone for a sinus infection, and a very stressful situation at work that was hit and didn't end well. And I had a stroke. They've never figured out why I had a stroke, and I was paralyzed on my left side. I was in rehab in the hospital for almost 3 weeks total. Came home and, gradually started to regain some movement. I had numbness and tingling on my left side, and that was still present when I came to see Sarah. And so that's why my medical situation I was in.
And you found out about me because
there's a restaurant below Sarah called Fresco's Mexicana, and my friends Carlos and Marco own it. And I came in and I was telling Carlos that he was asking me how I was doing, and I said, I still have this numbness and tingling on my left side. And he's like, you should really go see Sarah. She's upstairs and she does this myofascial release, and I think it could really help you. So I gave Sarah a call, and it has been a wonderful journey. And my numbness and tingling has definitely gotten better, and it's not completely gone, but it is much, much better. My agility is better, and I'm doing well.
So I'm going to interrupt her for a second and just remind you that your fascial system is wrapping every structure of your body all the way to an intracellular level. And this is what it looks like when we do myofascial release. There's a gentle compression like this, these dowels illustrating like the bones in your body and the structures. So this is very gentle therapy, and it's not really a therapy that's recognized by traditional medicine. And so this gentle touch starts to activate fluid and energy and lengthening in your system. So you said that you were feeling more aligned.
Right. After the first session, I got in my car, I got to the light in town, and I'm vibrating, like my entire body, not my left side being numb and tingling. My entire body was vibrating, and it felt really nice and good. And I have experienced that a couple other times, but I think once it started to wake up, it didn't need to vibrate as much.
Now.
Yeah. So it's been wonderful. And the massage, it's not a massage, and you didn't use the word massage, it's more of a stretch, and it is a very gentle touch. And you move this way, and that helps your right or left foot, and it doesn't make sense.
So it does make sense because your fascia is a three-dimensional web that runs head to toe, front to back, 360 degrees. So I can't touch your feet without touching your teeth, basically. Like there's all these connections, and you have your own unique fascial system based on the experiences of your life.
Correct.
For instance, you had a dirt bike accident.
Yes.
And how old were you?
51.
Okay, 51 on a dirt bike.
I was racing a dirt bike. As a 26-year-old.
Okay, you're crazy. Yeah. But anyway, so you had an injury from that.
Yes,
and
I broke my rib by landing on my arm.
Right.
It all jammed up.
Right. And so these things make a difference to your health. All of these little bumps and bruises that you get, they add up over life, and then sometimes the perfect storm shows up. So I can't prove any of that, but I know that from the work that I've been doing, listening to people's medical history, and not just their medical history is sort of just a symptom of their life history. hearing what they've done, ski accidents or falls or lots of things from when they were little, birth injuries, things like that, delivery injuries, all of these things make a difference. Emotional stress, growing up in a house where you felt braced your whole life and, walking on eggshells and all that. All of these things cause fascial restrictions. And so with Betsy, when I touch her, and she's touching me too at the same time, I'm touching her life in her body. This is her life. This is your life story right here, right now. And the myofascial touch brings you so present in your body that you start to begin to become aware of living differently in your body. In other words, it's like finding out that you have, as your body starts to wake up, it's like finding out that you have a new wing in your house, and you walk into this wing and it's dark and cobwebby and the windows are down and the curtains are drawn, and then as your fascia starts to open up, the curtains start to come open and the window goes up and the cobwebs start to disappear and the lights come on, and it's like, oh my God, I have this whole new place to live in my awareness. So that's how I think of it. It's no longer sort of this haunted house, but like this really vibrant. And what were you going to say?
It's interesting. I believe I had a dream after I started Myofascial. I don't remember exactly where I was like, wait, I have an extra wing in my house. I really did. I'm like, I don't remember when that was, but it was recently.
She had an extra wing. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
So the changes in your life since we started working together.
I definitely have better boundaries than I had before, and I am much happier. I resist negativity and negative people. I see it more clearly, and I have definitely cleaned house in the last since I started doing this, and in very good, profound ways. And I'm in a much happier state and on a good path for having a happier life continue.
I've seen that too. I mean, I see the physical changes in you, straighter, taller, movement.
Right. Absolutely.
We went through an intensive together when she, prior to when she was going to have her
knee replaced.
Right. So
I highly recommend that.
So lots of times your experience was that
everyone couldn't believe how quickly I healed. Now I'm a year and a couple of months past my stroke, because they wouldn't touch me for a year to do my knee replacement, and they were just, and I did the intensive about a week and a half before, because I had to quarantine for a couple of days before surgery, and they were all amazed how quickly I healed after the surgery.
After
the knee replacement.
The intensive that she did before the surgery is a 5-day program, 3 hours a day, 5 days in a row, consecutive days. So it's very deep and very intense, fast, and it can make quantum changes in a very short period of time. So what would you, we're going to wrap this video up, but what would you say to the group that's listening?
I would say if you're planning a surgery, 100%, if you can't do the intensive, at least come for a few sessions. It will help you through your surgery immensely. If you are in a bad spot emotionally, mentally, you're just not aligned with where you need to be, I would also come here. If you have any physical ailments, from which, who doesn't, from their childhood, from their adult life. I mean, I had a dirt bike accident, but I had other things happen too. And, you just never know the scar that it left. And this visual
That's a good way to put it.
That Sarah has of the being compassionate, it's like it all opens up and everything just flows better. And I am so much happier today for having met Sarah and doing this work than I was when I came in.
And it's been great for me too. And I just wanted to thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
And any questions, bodyhearttherapy.com. And Betsy, thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Take care.
Good luck.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
it's still going.